If you invested 1000 rupees 1 year ago in Nifty or Sensex, you would right now be having roughly about 2000 rupees. Similarly, if you would have invested 1000 rupees into Bitcoin about 1 year ago, you would now be sitting at about 12,000 rupees. Isn't that crazy? I will be talking about how I invest into Bitcoin and why do I invest into Bitcoin. I will also be trying to clear your misconceptions about Bitcoin in general. What if it gets banned and all that? So I will try to clear those. Now, two things to understand here. Number one, Bitcoin is quite volatile, so you must do your own research. Don't do it because I am doing it. And number two, I am not a financial advisor. So keeping that aside, now let's talk about why do I believe in Bitcoin and why am I investing in it. So understand one thing. I don't think there is 100% transparency in the banking system that we have right now. Okay, there have been so many instances in which we have found inconsistencies. There have been some huge scams. You have the Nirav Modi scam, you have Vijay Mallya scam, and there are tons and tons of these you will hear every once in a while. They happen because the banking system that we have right now is prone to human greed. Okay, so officials can be bribed and then some shady stuff can happen without you even knowing it. And now the second reason why I invest in Bitcoin is because of the fact that the money that you have stored in your bank account or the money that you have in your pocket is not backed by anything really. Okay, so what happens then is that governments can print unlimited amounts of money as they want. I want you to look at this interview of Jared Powell, and he was asked, can the Federal Reserve print unlimited amounts of money? This is what he had to say.
Simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally. And we do that by buying treasury bills or bonds or other government guaranteed securities. And that actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency and we distribute that through the Federal Reserve banks.
So as you can see, he just said that they can print as much money as they want. In 2020, they printed over $8 trillion. And they basically did this so that they can stimulate the economy and they can bring it back to normal. Now, as a result of this crazy amounts of money printing, there is something called as inflation that happens. If you are curious to learn more about this, I will be leaving in a lot of links in the description that you can use to educate yourself about all of these things. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is limited in quantity. There is only 21 million Bitcoins in total, out of which about 18.6 million Bitcoins are mined so far. And basically the thing that is limited has value, right? Why does gold have value? Because it is limited, and every single year we can predict that, okay, about 1% more gold will be mined or 2% gold will be mined. Something similar we can do with Bitcoin. And so there is no central authority that can just print X amount of Bitcoin out of thin air, right? So that's what you need to understand about Bitcoin. It is limited in quantity and it is decentralized. And basically, if you want to make some changes into Bitcoin, there has to be a general consensus. Okay, so more than 50% population agrees on to changing something in Bitcoin, only then it will be changed. Okay, so it's actually the currency that is for the people, by the people. Okay, so that's the interesting part about Bitcoin. That's why I am interested into it. Now understand one thing, I have researched a lot about Bitcoin and that is why I have invested into it. You should also research before you do anything like that. It is a highly volatile asset because it's quite early right now, and a lot of people are skeptical about it. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin ban in India. So is the ban going to happen? I think we don't know, right? So basically what happens is that this was a bill that was passed in the parliament and we still don't know what the end result is going to be. There are discussions going on, but the news articles have done a really bad job of saying that Bitcoin is banned, take your money out of the cryptocurrencies and all. That is not the truth. Yes, there is a bill, but it has not been finalized yet. Okay, so that's what you should understand. Don't get fooled by these news articles and all that. Don't sell just because you've heard some rumors. Now, one more question people had is that Bitcoin is so expensive, how can I buy it? You can invest for as little as 300 rupees. You don't have to invest like 40 lakh rupees in just one go. Now understand this one thing, even though I have researched about it, I only invest about 2 to 5% of what I normally invest. So that's what I do. I am a believer into it. That is why I invest, but I don't go all in saying that, okay, I'll invest 100% into this. No, that's not what I do. Now, Bitcoin is highly volatile. So if you don't like, let's say you put in 1,000 rupees today and tomorrow it goes down to, let's say, 500 rupees. And if you go crazy by just seeing that, you should not invest into Bitcoin. It is highly volatile. Anything can happen. Yes, we do have a lot of companies that are buying into Bitcoin like Tesla and other ones, but it is still quite volatile. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Do not keep checking the market price of Bitcoin and be afraid of what is going to happen next and all. If you believe in it, you should hold it for as long as you can. Now, one thing to understand is that why do people say that Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000? Currently, the price is at about, I think, 60,000 US dollars, and that is about 44 lakh rupees. People believe that it is going to go to $500,000. Now, to understand this, think about it like this. So you have gold, right? So gold has a total market cap at about $10 trillion or about $12 trillion. Now, Bitcoin, on the other hand, has about a market cap of, I think, $1.2 trillion the last time I checked. And we believe that Bitcoin is superior than gold. Okay, Bitcoin is the digital gold and it is superior to gold. So we can say that in the future, it can touch $12 trillion market cap. Okay, we don't know when that happens. We don't know if that happens, but we have an estimation that it might happen. So now what happens is that for Bitcoin to become 10x more valuable, it has to go from 60,000 rupees or $60,000 per Bitcoin all the way up till 600,000 USD per Bitcoin or 500,000 USD per Bitcoin. Okay, you can just divide $10 trillion or $12 trillion by 21 million and you will get this number. So that's what people believe. It can be going down to zero as well. You don't really know about it. Now, I will be linking a lot of documentaries, a lot of articles, a lot of tweets that you can refer to if you want to learn more about Bitcoin and Ethereum particularly. Now, let's talk about how do I invest into Bitcoin. So this is really interesting. I personally use WazirX. This is not a sponsored video. This is what I have used. I just logged into WazirX and I think it works. I don't know if other platforms work or not, but I know that this works really well for me. Okay, so this is what WazirX looks like, as you can see on your screen. If you want to make your own account on the WazirX exchange, you can check the link in description if you want to get started with that. But yeah, basically what you can do is that here you can see the prices of every single cryptocurrency out there. Now, I personally only invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. And mainly I just believe in Bitcoin and Ethereum so far. I don't have knowledge about other cryptocurrencies. I am learning about it, and that's what I would say. Okay, so this is Bitcoin right here. You can see its price is fluctuating anywhere between 43 to 44 lakhs right now. Now, let me show you what happens. Basically, you can just buy Bitcoin whenever you want to. You can just go over here in the buy section and you can put in how much do you want. At least I'll have to put in about 439 rupees right there, as you can see. Okay, and then yes, there is going to be some fees as well right here. Okay, so that's what you should understand about this one. I don't want to buy right now. I'll be buying at the dip. Okay, now let me show you how much have I invested so far, right? So I'll go into the fund section right here. And as you can see, this is the amount that I have invested. Okay, so if you look at Ethereum, I have invested about 0.154 Ethereum. That's basically this much amount of money. Then you can look at Bitcoin as well. This is how much I've invested into that. And if you look at Cardano, this is how much I've invested into that as well. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that I invest in these things to invest for the long term, not for the short term. I don't want to do trading or something like that. I invest and I just forget about it. And also I do an SIP into cryptocurrency. So basically every single month, I just put in about 10,000 rupees into all of them. And I have like a 50-50 share that, okay, I'll invest 50% into Bitcoin, 50% into Ethereum. So that's what I do right here. Now, one thing to understand is that I also use something called as BlockFi. So BlockFi, I think, is a great platform in which you can open your account. And once you have opened your account, you can actually put your Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever cryptocurrency you have, and it will give you an interest rate just like the one that you get in your savings account in your bank. All right, so as you can see, this is what I have invested into BlockFi. Basically, as you can see, it's about $81 right here, and I have invested about Ethereum into it. Okay, so every single year they have an interest rate of about 6%, 7% of whatever cryptocurrency you have invested. Okay, so I think this is really interesting. As you can see, this is how much I have earned so far. This is the interest and this is the accrued interest. Really interesting stuff. If you want to make your own BlockFi account, I will have the link in the description for you to get started. This is my complete Bitcoin or cryptocurrency portfolio, and I have learned a lot in the process, and you should also do your own research before investing, as always. All right guys, that's pretty much it. This was the video. Make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Bitcoin? Do you think it's going to stay here, or do you think it's going to go bust? I would like to hear your viewpoint on this. Make sure that you also follow me on Instagram at Ishan Sharma 790, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.